All right, we are here with Francesc Saldana, and he's joining us today. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're here from iGecko Technology, but today we're going to talk about Logmeal, the Shazam for food. Great tagline. So tell us how it works.
Yeah, it's really easy. We created these algorithms. We are a spin-off from University of Barcelona, and we've been developing these algorithms during 10 years, more or less. And you just take a picture with your mobile, and it says immediately all the nutrients that is in that food. So that seems amazing, seems magic, but it really can help you to with your nutrition and your health.
Yeah, definitely. And we all don't have as much time right now, and time's important. So if you can just quickly find out the information and we're all trying to eat healthier, that's great. So you're working with other partners then with this technology?
Yeah, in fact, we have been creating during this year solutions for hospitals and for sports clubs. And I know that sometimes it seems like, okay, what does this has to do with kitchens or with cooking? And the point is that obviously you need to track all the meals, so the recipes have to be digitalized if possible. So all the nutrients and all the nutritional information, we can get it from all the information that you have. No, so uh, we have to collaborate with nutritionists, with people in the hospital, doctors, and obviously patients who are the users. And in the other industry, in the sports industry, uh, usually athletes that don't want to track the food because sometimes they are not very good boys, so they try to cheat. But the point is that we don't want to audit them, we want to help them. So sometimes as a user you don't know if you're eating well, or if you eat sometimes pizza, if you can compensate that with another meat, no, or another kind of dish, no. And obviously the last partner and the most important is the cook, no, because at the end every diet has something that it's the name diet is awful. You name
Yes.
it and people says no, I don't want to do it.
No, I do it. Yeah.
And obviously here the cook is who can make these nutrients or these ingredients in a healthy way, but also in a tasty and an enjoyable way, no. And that's the important part.
Yeah, and it makes sense. The tagline works. Shazam for food. You're like quickly getting the information and you're getting it out there. And also, I heard you have basically the biggest food image data set in the world. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Because during these last 10 years, we were developing the projects with real partners, hospitals, and other apps, no, other health apps, and obviously they do different things, and they need this feature, and for them it's a nice feature to have, and that's okay for us. It's our business model,
Yeah.
and the point is we have developed during these 10 years classifying, and the algorithm is based on deep learning, so it's learning about the pictures that it has, but as much pictures that you put in the system, as smart it is, no. So at the
Right.
end it seems that you are taking a picture. Obviously the difficult part is when you are making a picture at your home. This is the most difficult part, because everybody is cooking totally different, but when everything is known, like a cuisine in a hospital or a cuisine in a sports center, the accuracy is 99%. So that's
Right.
due to the algorithm, yes, but also to the food data sets.
So you're basically working with a lot of different, potential partners because you want to have this thing be almost ubiquitous in that sense. What would you say like a main problem you're solving for? I mean, besides getting the information to people and companies or consumers about what's in the products, what's another main problem that you're kind of like Logmeal's looking for to solve?
Yeah, the main problem probably in the user side is very easy to explain. You take the picture because you don't remember what you eat, and the good point is that you can track yourself. So it's like a Google Health, that you see the steps that you do every day. You can do the same with not only with calories. You can do it with calcium or iron or whatever you need in case that you need something special. No, so the objectives are personalized by the nutritionist, and that's the most important part in the equation, because they don't have now a tool to do this in real time. So
Right.
obviously you can find apps to track your food, but with a nutritionist that can get alerts or warnings when you are lower or upper. So at the end is managing your health, and in a sport, people and also in patients are the two groups that are most sensible with this. No, if you
Right. Right.
want to do a diet to lose some weight, it's okay. But at the end, people that really needs this because it's a thing that your life is depending on. It's amazing, no? That the nutritionist can help you a lot with this.
Yeah, no, it's very important, and it's amazing how just changing your diet, we don't use that word, to use changing your nutrition can make a big difference with your life. So, just in general, the idea of a kiosk I looked up as well. You guys said you were working with a touchless kiosk. That makes sense because then it can actually gather the data for the companies, correct?
Yeah, the point is that we don't manufacture the kiosk, but at the end, the kiosk make you in a canteen. Imagine that you are in a canteen, you are an athlete, and you are eating healthy because you are eating in the canteen, but you don't really have the mobile, or you don't want to take pictures all the time. So you put your tray and you have all this information. And we did some extra upgrade for restaurants that you can pay. No, so you imagine yourself and or myself that we, well, at least I'm not a sport guy, but you go to the restaurant, it identifies your meal, and then the checkout is easy, including the face recognition or by a ID card or whatever. It's only 3 seconds. You put your card, you put your tray, and you go away.
And you go.
Yeah, that's one of the points that for restoration it's interesting, but it's not our main objective. It's only to show whatever we can do. No, so
What you can do.
the kiosk, and at the end the platform for the nutritionist can be integrated with any system. So that's the interesting part.
It is. There's so many applications. Just speaking of like the future of food and technology in general, what makes you most excited about like this connected future when it comes to food?
Yeah, as you see today, we have wearables that we track all our activities, including when we do relaxing things like yoga or we sleep. And we have all these activities, so the spending of our energy, we don't know everything, but we don't know anything about the intakes. So I believe
Right.
in 5 years' time, we will have probably in the glasses, or I don't know, in some automatic way, we will see what we eat. And obviously, you can switch it off, like the wearable, you can take it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. It's not always
So,
watching.
yeah, it's obvious. The Big Brother is watching you whenever you want to.
Yeah.
And but the point is probably it will be without knowing that we are monitoring, because our health will be improving. No, so if you eat better, you will probably will live better.
Yeah. Well, this sounds great. Francesca, thanks for telling us about it today. Again, it's Logmeal, the Shazam for food. People could check that out. And thanks for joining us on The Spoon.
Thank you, Carlos. See you soon.